Yeah, so I chanced on this problem and I want to do justice to it quickly. Peter and Jane are into business sharing profits by the ratio 4 is to 5. What is the total profit? You can see that I circled the total profit. That is the focus. What is the total profit if Jane receives 5,000 more than Peter? Okay, so Jane, Peter here, and this is Jane. And below are their respective ratios 4 is to 5. And looking at these ratios, you don't need to be told that Jane is going to receive more than Peter. Of course, her ratio is bigger than Peter, but by how much? That's what we need to know. By how much is Jane's ratio bigger than Peter's? So that results to finding the difference. So difference in the ratio is 5 minus 4, and that is 1. It is this 1 that Jane has more than Peter. That is what resulted to the amount she also got more than Peter. So we say the 1 here is equivalent to the 5,000 she got. Remember, this sign means equivalent. Then don't also forget that the total ratio, that is putting together this ratio, is equivalent to the total profit they're sharing. In actual fact, they are not sharing numbers, they are sharing money. But after sharing the money, it is simplified to get this ratio. So we say total ratio is equivalent to the total profit. And what is the total ratio? That is 4 and 5. So we put them together, we are getting 9. So we can also say this 9 is equivalent to the total profit. Now, to change this 9 here into an amount, this is what you do. So you take the 9, divide it by 1, and multiply by 5,000. I want you to understand this part. In proportional division, whatever you have here as your divisor and the multiplier must be equivalent. What you have here as your divisor should be equivalent to what you are using to multiply. And I mentioned earlier that this 1 here, the difference in the ratio 1, is resulted or has resulted to Jane getting 5,000 more than Peter. And for that matter, this 1 is equivalent to the 5,000 that she got more than Peter. So dividing by 1, it means we need to multiply by 5,000. And don't forget that the 9 that we have at the top here represent total profit. So total profit is what we are looking for. So this 9 over the divisor, which is 1, times the equivalent, what is the name, amount. So 9 times 5,000 will give you 45,000. So we can conclude that the total profit that they shared is 45,000. But in order to make things clear, let's cross check. So let's look for Peter's share. So Peter's share will be Peter's ratio over the total ratio times 45,000. Once again, you can see that the divisor here is 9, and therefore we are multiplying by 45. This 9 divides 45. So 9 dividing 45 5 times. 4 times 5, that is 20. How many zeros here? 3 zeros. So it means Peter's profit is 20,000. Let's look for Jane's. So Jane's ratio, which is 5, over the total ratio times the equivalent total profit, which is 45,000. 9 divides itself 1, divides 45 5 times. 5 times 5 is 25. How many zeros here? 3 zeros. So Jane also got 25,000. So you can see that the difference in the amount that they shared is 5,000. Jane's is getting 25,000 and Peter got 20,000. So the question is not wrong when they say Jane got 5,000 more than Peter. That is it.